Hey, first grade. Okay, so yesterday we reviewed one more, one less, 10 more, 10 less. Today we're going to kind of start a new concept, but this skill is going to help us when we get to that exciting part of the unit where we get to learn about money. Okay, so today we're going to kind of combine some old knowledge and some new knowledge. In the beginning of January, if you remember, we covered skip counting. So you should have already learned in kinder how to skip count by 10, but we kind of reviewed that. But then we spent some time skip counting by fives and by twos. Okay, we're going to take that knowledge and combine it with counting. Okay, so you're going to have to count sets of objects or pictures, if you may. You're going to count those by the different kinds of groups. Okay, so today you're going to see a lot of pictures. Well, you will have to group things by 10s. Okay, so we're doing by 10s first because I think that's going to be the easiest for you, especially because we have a lot of knowledge about counting by 10s. Now, before we begin, let's practice counting by 10s. And we're just going to count by 10s regular. Okay, so you're going to count with me. I need to hear you. Can I really hear you? No, but I want to hear you. Okay, so let's count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so in this unit, you have that knowledge already about numbers up to 120, but this unit only focuses up to numbers up to the number 100. Okay, so easy peasy. You can do that. Now, today, we're going to use that skip counting knowledge, counting by 10s, but we're also going to count sets, kind of like subitizing. Now, if you don't know what subitizing means, subitizing is like, for instance, I have this die, right? And I rolled it. I could say, how many is that? And you just have to just know it. You can group this in different ways. Like I see a group of 3, I see a group of 3, and if I know 3 and 3 make 6, I could also say I have a group of 2, another group of 2, another group of 2, and I could count by 2s, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. Counting sets by 10s. Now, let me tell you a little secret. All of the sets aren't going to be just by 10s. You might have some leftover friends and you have to count those too. That's where your place value knowledge comes in, your ones, okay? So we're going to do some counting on my screen, and then you're going to get to practice on your own. You ready? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, first grade, at this point, you should be looking at my screen, yes? Okay, so our skill today is skip counting by 10s, and we're going to focus on the groups. Okay, we want to figure out how many is in this whole group, but we're going to make groups of 10. Okay, so let's go to that next page. Now we see some toes. Okay, we see some feet and some toes. So the first thing that's really important to remember when you're counting by, or when you're grouping 10s, it's kind of like a rod, right? Let me get my rod out so you can see. A rod is 10. So when I see multiple rods, all I have to do, instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just counting and wasting time, I could say 10, 20, done. When I count by groups, that's way faster than counting individual ones. And that's what this skill is going to help you do. It's going to help you be faster and more fluent at counting, especially when we get in those big numbers like 120. Again, like for example, if I had this and I said, I want you to count every single square, you're going to say, what? That's going to take forever. Exactly. But if I know how to count by groups, I can just say 100. That's it. That's the goal, to be quick at counting through groups. But you have to also remember, you might have some leftover friends that you have to include. Okay. So let me get my pen. The screen says, how many toes? Okay. How many toes are there? Well, let's take it back a little bit and I can figure out, first, I'm going to count them regular. Okay. And we're going to see how long that takes. Are you ready? Count with me. I'm going to circle the toes and you're going to count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Y'all, that took forever. Oh my gosh, that was too slow. No. We don't want that. Okay. Now we know that we're doing groups of 10. Okay. So our first goal is find the groups. Say rule number one, find those groups. Okay. And we're doing by 10. So I need things that are grouped by 10. Okay. Well, I know that I have 5 toes on each foot, right? So this foot has 5 and this foot has 5. And in my knowledge, I know 5 and 5 make 10. Okay. So what I could do is I could just group the feet. I know this is a group of 10 and this is a group of 10. Okay. Same thing if I were to have 10 or 2 rods, I would count those by 10s, 10, 20. Well, on this page, I have 2 groups of 10, 10 and 10, okay? So I have 2 groups of 10, 2 groups of 10. What is 2 groups of 10 equal to? Well, watch this. All I have to do is skip count. 10, 20. I have 20 toes all together on this page. You want to check it and see? Well, we already did that. We already counted by ones. We know that there's 20 toes. Okay. That's what we're doing, friends. That's all we're doing. Let's take a look at another one. Boom. How many stars? Whoa. Okay. Now, the other one was nice because they were already grouped, kind of. You had like 5 and 5, 5 and 5. Sometimes when you have objects, like they're not going to be in one set. They're going to be like all over the place. Like, for example, if I were to grab pens and just drop them, it's kind of like I Spy. You got to I Spy those groups. Okay. So our goal is to first find the groups, then count. Okay. Now, Ms. Hernandez said, you're not always going to have equal groups, like just 10, 20. You might have 10, 20, and then like some ones left over. You got to include those because those matter too. You can't leave those friends out. Okay. So let's look at this one. How many stars? And I want to find a group of 10. Now, my thinking and my eyes might look different than your thinking and your eyes, and that's okay. So if you see a different group than I do, that's a-okay. That's fine. I don't care how you find your groups as long as you find them. Okay. So on this screen, I'm going to show you kind of different ways maybe that you might do it. There's no right one answer. There's lots of answers. Okay. So how you do it is depending on your brain and your mind. So let's see. I have to find groups of 10. Okay. So let's go ahead and just start counting some stars and see if I can find groups of 10. I'm going to change this color to like a purple. Okay. So I'm going to count one by one and find some groups of 10. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. My brain's saying ding, 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 ding. You just found a group of 10, Ms. Hernandez. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to circle those. I'm going to circle all of these in that group. Boom. That is one group of 10. Really, that means I have 1 rod. Okay. So let's keep counting and see if we get another group of 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My brain's saying, wait a minute. That doesn't make a 10. So I can't do a 10 with that one. But that tells me that I have 7 leftover friends. I still have to count those. So really what that would look like, if that would be like I had 7 ones left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 ones. Okay. Well, I want to figure out what is my total. Okay. So on some of the pictures, you're going to have to tell me how many 10s and 1s you had. So I had 1 10, right? 1 10. I have 1 10. And I have 7 1s. I want to know the whole total. Well, I know that if I have a 10, that's automatically 10. I don't have to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I have a 10 and 7 1s. So I could just say, let me change this color. I could say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. My final answer, how many are in my set? 17 stars. Want to check it? Watch this. Let's see what one's faster, finding those 10s or finding the ones. I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Or what I can say is, let's make a different color. What I could say is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Done. Finding those groups makes it a lot faster. Now let me show you something. We know that I have 17 stars. Let me erase all these friends. Erase, erase, erase. But what if your brain said, that's not the group that I found. I found a different group. Is that okay? Yes, that's perfect. That's what I want. I want all of our brains to be different because all of our brains are so special and they're so different. Okay? So watch what Miss Hernandez originally saw. I saw this. What does that look like to you? Oh, I don't have one. Oh, no. Ugh. What does that look like to you? This thing where it has the lines and it has these things. What is that called? Please make a heart happy. A 10 frame. And if every star is in that 10 frame, I know that this is automatically 10 stars. I didn't even have to count those. Boom, that's 10. And then I could have added my other ones, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Did I still have 110? Yep. Did I still have 7 1s? Yep. Did I still get 17? Yep. It doesn't matter how you do it, friends, as long as you can show me your groups of 10 and then you counted your leftovers. That makes my heart happy. Okay, let's go to the next page. So I'm going to erase I wonder if I can, I wish this was bigger where I can erase everything at one time. Okay, let's do another one. Actually, I want to show desktop. I have this page that I want to share. Ooh, what did I just do? No. Okay, I want this page, okay? So this is what the kids are seeing in the classroom. So you're going to see the exact same thing. I didn't want to leave you out. I have these apples and I'm like, man, I want to know how many apples are on this page. One way I could do it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That takes too long. I don't want to do that. I want to find groups of 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle my groups of 10. I'm going to figure out what that equals, and then I'm going to count my leftovers. Simple. So I see, I could do like this. I can highlight them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. This is my group of 10, y'all. I found a group. And then I could do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. I found a group of 10. And then I could do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. I found a group of 10. How many groups do I have? I have 3 groups of 10. 3 groups of 10. That means I have really 3 rods. I know 3 rods is 30. There are 30 apples. Did you see how quick I did that? I'm impressed, y'all. I'm impressed. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to have to just find groups of 10 and then tell me how many. Okay. I'm going to show you some pictures. You're going to have a worksheet. It's going to be easy. It's going to be so easy, y'all. All you have to do, find your groups of 10, figure out your leftovers, tell me how many. Simple. I'm so happy because this is like my favorite thing. It's so easy. I love pictures. That's how my brain works. And I love that all of our answers are not going to be the same because all of our brains are different. That makes me extra happy. Okay. So I want to see your hard work. I want to see what groups you find. And I want to see you work real hard. Tomorrow, we're going to work on the same strategy, but we're going to do groups of 5. Okay? I will see you tomorrow, first grade. Bye.